Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to solve one numerical based on bridge type rectifier. Now I will read the numerical statement for you. A bridge type rectifier fits a load resistance of 2500 ohm from 30 volt RMS supply. The diodes used in the rectifier have forward resistance of 50 ohms. Calculate peak value of the current in the circuit, DC value of the output current, RMS value of the output current, ripple factor, and the efficiency of the rectifier. Now, we are being given RMS value of the input voltage, that is sinusoidal in nature. Now how to find the peak value from the sinusoidal voltage? Okay, measuring a sine wave, average value is equal to average value of an alternating quantity is equal to area under one cycle divided by base of one cycle. But for symmetrical waveforms such as this sinusoidal waveform, which is symmetrical, the average value is calculated for half cycle. Area under half cycle divided by base of half cycle, so that average value of a symmetrical sine wave, average value of a sinusoidal current is equal to twice Im by pi. Im is the peak value of this sinusoidal current. This is sinusoidal current. Now, average value of a full wave rectifier output. This is a full wave rectifier output. We are having positive currents in both the half cycles. Its average value is twice Im by pi. Now, average value of a half wave rectifier output. We are having output current only for half cycle, positive half cycle of the input. Okay, its value is Im by pi. Now, RMS or effective value of an alternating quantity. The RMS value of a sinusoidal waveform gives the same heating effect as a DC current of the same value gives. That is why if an alternating current whose instantaneous value is given by I maximum into sine theta flows through the same resistance, so the resistance, the AC power delivered by this alternating current will be equal to IRMS square into R watts. Now, RMS value of sinusoidal current is, this is the sinusoidal current. Okay, its RMS value is Im by root 2. Peak value of this current, this is the peak value divided by root 2. RMS value of a full wave rectifier output. This is the full wave rectifier output. Its RMS value is Im by root 2. Then RMS value of a half wave rectifier output. Its RMS value is Im by 2. Now we will solve this numerical. Okay. So first of all, 30 volt input voltage is given to us. Okay, now we will find out its peak value. As I had just told you, RMS value, whether it is RMS value of voltage or RMS value of current of a sinusoidal voltage, is equal to peak value of voltage divided by square root of 2. So that peak value of voltage here is equal to RMS value of voltage, which is 30 volt multiplied by square root 2. Okay, Vrms into root 2 is the peak value, and when we solve it, we will get 42.426 volt. Now, this is the peak value of the input voltage. Now, what will be the peak value of output current? That will be equal to, if we take the ideal diode model and if we neglect the diode forward resistance, then it is equal to peak value of input voltage divided by load resistance. But here in this question, we have given that the diodes are having a forward resistance of 50 ohm. So we have to take the diode forward resistance into account, into consideration. Now in a bridge type rectifier, both the diodes conduct in both the positive and negative half cycles of the input voltage. So the total resistance, they will behave as in series, as if they are present in series with the load resistance. That's why total resistance will become equal to twice, total series resistance will become equal to twice RD. If you denote this forward resistance by RD, or you can denote it by RF, it's up to you, twice RD plus RL. Now twice RF, here I have taken twice RF plus RL. So peak value of output current becomes equal to peak value of input sinusoidal voltage divided by 2RF plus RL. RL is the load resistance. Its value is given to us 2500 ohm. RF is the diode forward resistance. Its value is given us to us is 50 ohm. We will multiply it by 200 plus 2500. Then we will solve for the peak value of output current. It comes out to be 0.0163 ampere. Okay, now DC value of output current. Now the DC value of output current, as we know that bridge type rectifier provides us a full wave rectified current wave. We will get positive current pulses for both the half cycles. Positive half cycle from 0 to pi, negative half cycle from pi to 2 pi, we will get positive current pulses. It's a full wave rectified current wave. So its DC value will be equal to twice Im by pi. You can see here in this picture, this is the peak value Im, peak value of the output current. And if we assume that DC value lies somewhat here, now we have to find what will be the its value, I DC. This is, you can say, DC value. Okay, now we will find out its value. It comes out to be, now IDC is for a full wave rectified output current wave. IDC is twice Im by pi. Now we will put the values of Im, just we had just calculated. Pi is 3.14, so we can have IDC is 0.01038. Now we will find the RMS value for the full wave rectified current wave. RMS value is equal to Im by root 2. It comes out to be 0.011528 ampere. It is always greater than your average value, as you can see here. Now this is average value, which is 63.7% of the peak value of an alternating quantity, and RMS value is 70.7% of the peak value. So RMS value should lie somewhat here. It is above, it lies above your average value. So it is 0.01158 ampere. Now about the rectification efficiency, it is equal to output DC power delivered to the load divided by total input AC power. As I had just told you, input AC power delivered to the load as an heating effect is equal to IRMS square into total resistance of the circuit, which is equal to RL plus twice of RF. Here we are taking the diode forward resistances into account. So the total resistance of the circuit becomes RL plus twice RF, and the output DC power delivered to the load will become, as it is a pulsating DC, it's not a pure DC, so its value is equal to IDC square into RL. Okay, we will take the average value of this, of that full wave rectified current. Okay, so efficiency comes out to be 77.967%. We have to multiply it by 100 to calculate the efficiency in percent. Now ripple factor formula is under root of IRMS upon IDC whole square minus 1, and it comes out to be 0.4831. Okay, now if we are being asked what will be the output DC voltage across RL, then what will we do? We will write VDC is equal to IDC into load resistance RL. So IDC, we had just calculated, IDC comes out to be 0.01038 ampere. We will multiply it with the RL, which is given to us 2500 ohm, and we can have the DC voltage developed across RL. VDC is IDC into RL. This is a full wave rectified output current wave. We can write this in mathematical notation as like this. Okay, so this is all for today's lecture. Thank you so much for listening me so patiently, and okay.